Hello, good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are live here in the city that never sleeps. By the way, I am Teacher Ann. I am going to show you quickly the outside, and that is Hudson River right there, and the skyline of New York. So basically, I am here for a couple of reasons. One is I am gonna join the closing of the consulate, the Paaralan sa Konsulado. Though it is online, but we will have a meeting afterwards with all the teacher volunteers later. So thank you so much for those. Wait up. That's the reason why I'm here. I also am meeting my business partners. Actually, we I am here in the hotel with my business partners, as well as I am here doing my live for the alumni of Rizal. So let me see first if everything is doing great in our Facebook. Right here. Doing my live for the alumni of Rizal. Perfect. So it looks like it is working. It looks like it is working. So right now I will be sharing to you our outputs. So for the past couple of weeks, the Filipino American students or kids here in America get a chance to also enroll again in our online or virtual classes. So in a couple of years, they have done this. I have taught also in person, I think 2017, 2018. So with the pandemic last year, we were able to help out also and volunteered, as well as this year, we were all doing it online. So my topic for this year is how to emulate Dr. Jose Rizal, even if we are young or even if the students are young. So what I did during the lesson is I was just showing the kids the snippets for them to really, I know they know who Jose Rizal is, but there were just like little trivias about him that they did not know. So yes, I see viewers here. Please continue to share. Um, yeah. Okay, I am about to share my screen and we are just going to read through their outputs, and tomorrow will be the closing. We will be awarding the best ebook of Dr. Jose Rizal. All right. So we are going to join them. We already have permissions for the parents to also give us permission to share their work. And here we go. Let me see. I am just sharing this. If you're watching me live, please share our live stream. All right. Okay. I think we should be good. We should be good. All right. Let me share the screen. So what I did, their outputs after knowing about the life of Jose Rizal, we talk about his characteristics and what they want to copy or follow or emulate about Dr. Jose Rizal. And I let them do a book, but because again, they could not do a real book and submit it here, so we opt to do a book creator, which is an online book. So let me see if you could see these. These are the books that the student do. So we can start off with, just want to make sure that yes, we are still doing good. Our signal is still cutting good. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I think you can see that, right? I might just need to come back here and take myself. Now, if I am not in the stream, you would not be able to hear me. I don't think so. So I'm just
Now,
gonna.
if I am not in the stream, you would not be able to hear me. I don't
Okay.
think so.
How about that? Can you still hear
So,
me?
I'm just now, if I am not in the stream, you would not be able to hear me. Okay. So, how about that? Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Now, if I am not in the
If
stream,
you are in the live stream, please tell me if you can see or you can hear me or not. I know there are 5 people watching right now, but please tell me if you can hear me so I can proceed. Anyway, so this is or you can watch this later in our after the live. So I gave them codes and they did their own books. So these are the books that the students do by themselves or with the help of their parents. So what we're going to do right now is this is just for group 2. The age range for these kids are around uh maybe 7 to 9 or 7 to 10 years old. Yeah, so they have age range for the students. There were 3 groups. Might be 8 though, 8 to 10. All right. So the first book that we will be reading is the book of Jansen. Jansen Abarquez. All right. So Jansen Abarquez book says, "How can I be just like Pepe?" And we know Pepe is his name or his kung sa Bisaya paanga or his pet name when he was younger. All right. Oh, kumusta kayo? My name is Johnson Abarquez. I'm 9 years old. I'm from Teaneck, New Jersey. We are a family of 4. I love my family. I think Jose Rizal was a great hero. He inspired the Filipino people to be free. Jose Rizal was a polymath. He could do many, many, many things. He was a great artist and musician. He sketched the Filipino comics. He composed a hymn to labor and a song for Maria Clara. Just like Jose Rizal or Pepe, I like to learn. Just like Jose Rizal, I like fencing. Just like Jose Rizal, I like sports. Just like Jose Rizal, I like to build. Just like Jose Rizal, I like to cook. Just like Jose Rizal, just like Jose Rizal, I like to compose songs. I know how to play hymn to labor on piano. Just like Jose Rizal, I like art and culture. I like to draw and sketch. I also like learning about other culture by traveling with my family. There are many ways to be just like Jose Rizal, who loves the Philippines, the home country of Filipinos. I am a Phil-am and I enjoy and appreciate the cultural roots of my family. Respecting and showcasing the Philippine culture and history is one of the many ways to show love and respect the Philippines, just like what Jose Rizal did. The end. Wasn't that a nice book? Great job, Johnson. That was a great, great book. And I love that you put in there your own pictures to make your book your own, right? So thank you. So the next book that we will be reading is about. Okay, hold on. Again, it's still about Rizal, but this book is from Kalia Hope Baluran. Kalia Hope Baluran. How I emulate Dr. Jose Rizal as a young student. I think I emulate Dr. Jose Rizal when he was a student is how I am kind of smart and how I am sometimes brave. That's how I emulate Dr. Jose Rizal. The end. So this looks like her own pictures, which is great. She did it her way. Good job, Kalia. All right, next work we will be reading about how to emulate Jose Rizal. Whoever does not love their language is worse than a smelly fish by Miguel Sugaste. Miguel Sugaste is our next book writer. Of emulating Jose Rizal are by taking care of people, being brave, and being courageous. Some other ways we can emulate Jose Rizal are by listening to other people and to love our native language. A person who knows nothing of the heritage of history is like someone who is empty and hollow without a soul. And I think that is it. Great job. Nice pictures in there. And let's move on. The next one, Emulating Dr. Jose Rizal by Lisil Cruz. There we go. with the Philippine flag on the front page. The national hero of the Philippines, Dr. Jose Rizal, is known to be courageous, passionate, and intelligent. Those traits made him a hero since he also stood up for what was right. He is a good role model since he was also very prayerful and was loyal to his country and people. His words inspired people to also fight for freedom, as his method of fighting for freedom was silent but powerful. How I can emulate Dr. Jose Rizal? Or how can I emulate Dr. Jose Rizal? It is also known that Dr. Jose Rizal had 10 siblings and they were taught to love and help each other. I can love, help, and care for my sister, and vice versa. How can I emulate Dr. Jose Rizal? Since one of the Jose Rizal's trait is intelligence, I can emulate that too. I can pay attention in class, study, and always work hard. How can I emulate Dr. Jose Rizal? I can pray in the morning and before meals in the afternoon and night to emulate Dr. Jose Rizal. I can also always attend Mass to be as prayerful as he was. How can I emulate Dr. Jose Rizal? Courage is another trait of Dr. Jose Rizal. I can always stand up for what is right and be courteous to emulate Dr. Jose Rizal. How can I emulate Dr. Jose Rizal? Last of all, I can love my country, its people, our culture, and our language to emulate Dr. Jose Rizal. Dr. Jose Rizal acted for the people's freedom and not only for himself. The end. That was really good content right there. Very good, Lessel Cruz. I know you did your research. You added extra information about Dr. Jose Rizal. I know we did not discuss that in our lesson itself, but great job in looking up for more information about Dr. Jose Rizal. The next book we will be reading is from Jeremy Simon Regalado. All right. So this is his front page, and let's see. Oh, this one. Emulating Dr. Jose Rizal, 23rd PSK AFTA 2021. By the way, I forgot about mention about AFTA. AFTA is corporate in they work hand in hand. Most of the teacher volunteers are from AFTA in the consulate of the Philippines here in New York. Dr. Jose Rizal is a Philippine national hero. In his early childhood in Calamba, Laguna, he started writing poems. He had a family and he was the seventh out of the 11 children. He was prayerful and nature loving. The story of the moth, which his mother, Doña Teodora, told him, influenced him not to misbehave like the moth did so as not to get burnt. I can say that me and Dr. Jose Rizal have similar traits, and one of those is being prayerful. It is my routine that when I wake up, I start my day with a prayer. I regularly read my Bible and write a biblical verse each day. I strongly believe that to put God first in everything is the key to a victorious life. Dr. Jose Rizal seemed to love nature, which I would say I am too. During this summer vacation, as an exercise, I walk around nearby places. King Fahad Medical City, where my mom works, McDonald's for breakfast, and Tamimi Supermarket for some groceries. With my mom, I'm always excited to look for the bees sipping nectar from the sunflower. Please see the link below. All right. So this is his picture, and they get the picture of the bee. So I learned that Dr. Jose Rizal traveled many places. I may be born in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, but I am proud to be a Filipino. I travel to the Philippines yearly. The last time I was there was May of 2019. I went to Manila and Ocean Park and Pagudpod, Ilocos Sur. I remember we were rushing to be back to Manila as we were scheduled to fly to Hong Kong, where I visited Disneyland and every child's dream. I also traveled to the United States in 2017. I went to National History Museum in Washington, D.C. I saw fossils and dinosaurs and bought a new dinosaur toy too. I visited Hershey's Chocolate Factory in Pennsylvania and we stayed at Leesburg, Virginia. I love shopping at Outlet Factory. Fun. And this is his picture about the author Jeremy Simon F. Regalado, finished third grade with honors of Future Generation Philippine International School in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. A prayer for boy, turning 9, believing in Jesus as his Lord and Savior. He is dreaming to be a soldier to serve the country for being the CEO of his own company at the age of 16, thus contributing to provide of employment. Very nice. Excellent work. So earlier I said that the students are Filipino Americans. So I see that Jeremy is not even here in the US, but because, of course, he is Filipino, but because we are doing our PSK online or virtual, we can actually reach other kids all over the world. All right. So another book that we will be reading, I forgot to mention the name of our writer here. This is Carolyn Machado. Yes. So it looks like he wrote his own, or she. Yeah, she wrote it with her handwriting. So one way that I can be more like Jose Rizal when he was younger is by helping people. Do you need help? Yes. It looks like this is her asking her friend maybe if they need help. Another way that I can be like Jose Rizal is by being smart. And she put a number in there. The end. Alrighty. And moving on to Isabel Gironilia emulating Dr. Jose Rizal. Alright, Isabel. Being like Dr. Jose Rizal, I can emulate Dr. Jose Rizal by praying more often, being creative, and learning new things all the time. I can also study well, be brave, help others, be inspirational, hardworking, and open minded. Facts about Dr. Jose Rizal. Dr. Jose Rizal inspired others in his care and concern for his people, made him our national hero. He also encouraged the Filipino people to take peaceful actions against the Spanish. His words gave new ideas all over the Philippines. There we go. And the last one, which was interesting, is this. Others still submitted that one. I did not see that part. Okay, hold on. This one. Okay, let me see. Okay, the traits I want that are from Dr. Jose Rizal. There you go. This looks like a comic book, which is very interesting for a student to do this. My story starts here. No, we want to be brave. I'm president. I want to be intelligent. I don't want to be brave. No, I will lie. Fine, I'll be intelligent and brave. So isn't that really cute? Nah, it will only be intelligent. Should you do it? What do you think? Should be intelligent, brave, or other? Beep, beep. They got that robot there. Mr. D2 says those two and other. The others are be open-minded and hardworking. We know that some traits, yeah, honest, brave, compassionate, leader, courageous, selfish, love, generosity, integrity, loyalty, devotion, loving, kindness, sincerity, self-control. That's a lot. Oh, I guess my plan didn't work. I'll deal with it tomorrow. Fine. Oh, look at that. I better be going. Bye. Those traits are the traits I want to have Dr. Saracel had. Those traits too, right? I think so. By the way, I'm distorted and laggy. This is so funny. Oh, I guess I'll be vice president and a doctor. Yeah. Hey guys, I feel off the ship. My story ends here. So that's another form of writing. You really don't have to just state all the facts. That story right there was in comic form. Great job, Michael Wall. Very good. So let me move on to the next story or the next book. My battery's still good. Okay. All right. Shout out. Buknoy is here watching us from YouTube. Great job. Buknoy, if you can share our live stream, that would be great. So the other day, I did not see some of the, oh, right here. Two more books and we should be done. All right. Shout out to those who are here. I see you. I see you. All right. I forgot to mention the author. The author of this book is Lacan Penaranda. Lacan Penaranda. There you go. Dr. Jose Rizal was a very important person in the Philippines. He helped with a lot of wars and wrote books about peace. He was titled GAT for being such a hero. Some traits I have in common with Dr. Jose Rizal are being smart and being kind. You can emulate Dr. Jose Rizal by doing these things, like no fighting, getting other people to fight, not to fight, follow the law, read books to be smart, write poems, look him up so you know how to be like him. Emulate means to copy or mimic someone, like this picture where the river is copying things about it. All right. And the end. So what I like, this is something that is really good with virtual learning. Also, the kids learn how to research and apply in their output. So great job. This book, last but not the least, is by Alexander de la Cruz and Jose Rizal by Alex de la Cruz. I say this is the most popular picture of Dr. Jose Rizal. I can be an emulator of Jose Rizal by caring for others, people, and thinking about my actions before I do any bad things and trying to persevere even when it is hard. That's all, folks. And that is a good picture for us to also end our live stream. So let me stop that one and take a look at our Yes, I did not see RJ Donessa is also here. Thank you so much for saying that you can hear me. So great, great, great. So I see people watching us. Thank you so much. I hope that you like the books of our students. They're basically 8, 9, or 10 years old, and they have put something, a good book. So they're in the lessons that we have a couple of weeks ago, we talked about Dr. Rizal and how that he could emulate him. So that was a good output, I feel like. And tomorrow we will be closing the PSK or Paaralan sa Konsulado here in New York. And we will be streaming that one live through the Paaralan sa Konsulado and AFTA, the American Federation of American Filipino AFTA, American Filipino Teachers here in America. And we will be streaming that one in there. And if we can also get a copy of that, we might be able to put that here in ARYLI, which is the Alumni Rizal Leadership Institute. If not, I will be sharing our link here or in my personal page. Again, thank you everyone for watching. I know it's already evening there in the Philippines, and good morning here again in the place where we want to be, New York. All right. Beautiful place of New York. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Bye.